welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and truly happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's start right there. Get this Friday energy going, a little freedom, a little fun. And truly, I hope you can feel the love. I really do. My sincere appreciation to all who join in, tune in whether in the live step as we're stepping through time together here in the present moment, whether you join me like that or you're tuning in at a later time. Blessings. Life, man, life is a journey. It's an adventure, and I'm feeling pretty good today. I really am. The idea, the topic. First of all, let's check this, okay? Because for those of you tuning in, I get you. I get many of the different opinions about me, including the ones who say, this guy Jack is crazy, man. This guy Jack, yeah, he's crazy sauce. it's like tuning into a train wreck sometimes. What's Jack gonna do to sabotage himself next? What's this clown gonna do? I get it. I get it. But here's what's true, and what's real is true. What's real is true, and what's true is real. And so what's real today is, yes, Jack's doing this again. I'm going live, and I'm hoping to encourage you to feel good about being you, because we've all been through some crap, so to say, throughout the past. And, things in the future can be uncertain too. But if we can align together today, just get on the same page just for a little bit to see the perspectives together. Man, what if Jack Talcott can play a major role in ending wars and government secrets? Why not, man? Why not? Because that's the reality of what's here today, brothers and sisters. My name is Jack Talcott, and with me, love is available. I want to remind you that love is available here with us together, in the live stream and beyond. And I want to be a part of creating a future, right? A future greater than anything our ancestors have done. Not yet. Anyway, today, right? God, truth, and love, they are becoming more revealed in each moment. Just pay attention. Let these words be a reminder for you so you see it for yourself, because as soon as you start seeing more of God, more of love, more of truth being revealed in your life, it snowballs, right? It grows and grows and grows. So let's see what type of future is revealed through a body of men and women like us, men and women, God's children, those of us who have learned of the ways, right? Who believe in what Jesus said, that repentance and then forgiveness, these things are known for us. Let it be true that we are the children of the world. God sent us to become the light, to become the truth, to become the solutions for the communities, for our neighborhoods, for our families. Allow that story to be true for you. or don't. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, which is kind of what I think is the irony of life. That's the way God has created us. We have this free will, the mind and the will. We can explore and we can choose what we will do, what we will not do. And yet, how many of us see ourselves choosing things that we know we don't want to do? Whether it's an addiction or, just sinful behavior. It's it's built within us. I took myself off topic there, didn't I? Well, the point is God's given us this ability, this free will to choose. Not just to choose, but to remember so we could learn from our choices, right? So we don't have to make the same stupid choices over and over. Where I want to remind you, whoever you are, who's tuning in today, brothers and sisters, there's something to be excited about. There is something to get excited about. You want to be a child. In the eyes of God, we are. In the comparisons of agelessness versus our age, we're infants. We have the longevity of experience, so to say. We've got the wisdom of, for me, 50 years. That's nothing compared to a mountain, compared to a tree. 50 years is nothing. But in the development of consciousness, which is what we are human forms, right? We are mystical creatures given the awareness and the ability to know. This gift of consciousness, it's a mysterious, it's part of the equation. Consciousness and the awareness of consciousness is a true gift. That is actually where my life started happening. God allowed me a shift. I awakened to my consciousness. I became aware that I was aware. And then, as the more I became aware of how unaware I had been, once I started realizing how unaware I had been living in my life with the drinking and the habits and the stupid low level of consciousness, um, yeah, it's life makes much more sense now. Now that I stopped trying to make sense of everything, now that I just accept that life is happening, right? I'm a part of this happening, and I get to choose my relationship with what is happening. So I encourage the idea of a child is innocent, right? It's curious. It's it knows, and yet it has a yearning to know more, and that's all of us. We When we open our minds and our hearts to become pure and innocent, like a child, sent here to discover the newness of the day. It's a game that continues, and it's part of the game, the mechanisms of life. You can get lost in the details and get overwhelmed and feel small and hurt and abused. And then you can start convincing yourself you know things that you don't even know. That's what the religions often do. Praise God. The the path, the goal of enlightenment, of achieving this It's something we all do want, whether we realize it or not. We all want a peaceness inside. We all want a wholeness in the quality of our life, you know? We don't want we if you stop and you're honest with yourself, here's the topic, right? What do you want? What do you want with your life? It's very, very easy to get fixated on what you do not want. And when you fixate on what you do not want, you'll find what you don't want. You'll find lots of what you do not want because that's where your mind is aligned. But um, aligning with what you want, that's the way to find your purpose, find your freedom, to find the life that you love. If I mean, just think it through. If if you're hypothetically going to live a life you love, are you going to do things you want or things you don't want? Um, yes, right. Sometimes you got to do things you don't may not necessarily want to do in the moment in order for, you know, investment and development of skills and resources. But hey, blessings to all of you, sincerely. Thank you. Um, I feel privileged to be here. I've been I've been feeling under the weather recently, and that's not like me. But it doesn't change the situation. It doesn't change the purpose of what we're doing. And I appreciate sincerely for those who have found some value in me, I encourage you to trust. I'll do everything I can not to disappoint you, right? Because I believe there's value to be found here. And inviting others to, you know, pay attention, see what's what, because we never know. We never know who's going to listen. We never know who's going to be willing to reach out to create an introduction. Because, brothers and sisters, if there's a way I can speak with Donald Trump, I will. Um, I actually believe that he and I would enjoy the conversations together. And I know that our world is ready for peace. I watched the news today, right? I'm not wearing my Veterans for Peace, but the awaken, right? We are the awakening. Join me in becoming the awakening. It's an activity, it's a progress, it's a continual story. It's a happening. We are the awakening. We are the silent roar. We will be we will be celebrating the sounds of heaven and earth. Because why not? Right? Why not work towards bringing heaven to earth? Why not focus on bringing peace to the world? I mean, it's what it's what Jesus was talking about. Love, celebrating love and life is why we're here. What do you want? What do you want with the rest of your life? What do you want with the rest of your day? What do you want with the rest of your idea? What do you want? These questions of what we want, we can really get caught up on what we think we want. And then that's not actually what we want. Because here's what I found, right? Let's bring in some of the application, the benefits of having intimate knowing, right? A real close relationship with God. What's the benefit there? Okay. Well, without faith, and you're just relying on yourself, well, life gets pretty scary. And when things get scary, it's not very fun. It's kind of frustrating. You know, you certainly can't trust people because people will betray you. And so if you can't have faith in God, well, golly geez, man, makes life pretty tough. But say you do have faith in God, this is where it comes in, right? This idea of what do you want? Jack, what do you want? You're here with God in the present moment. You have everything you need. It turns out you've always had everything you needed. Speaking to myself, right? So it's true. If I hadn't always had what I needed, well, then I wouldn't have survived, right? But somehow, some way, God has kept me safe, sustained. Not only sustained, but I've actually had pretty decent health despite the crap that I do to my body, right? The way I've treated my body, the chemicals and the booze and the sugars and the fats and, not to mention just the laziness, man. Because I love being comfortable. And if I can spend a couple hours massaging my leg, man, just dropping into pleasure, in the body, hell, that's what I'm gonna do. But oh, praise God. I'm telling you, someone, if they spent like a day hanging out with me, if you spent a day hanging out with me and you saw this is actually what I'm doing too, is like lost in pleasure, lost in massage. Holy cows, overwhelming pleasure. It's a brilliant, um, simple way of yoga, uniting your body and your mind together. Hey, you know what? Here I am. I'm bragging about feeling all good and stuff. Um, hey, blessings to you. Happy Friday. You get to go set up an AA meeting. What a wonderful way to be of service. Beautifully. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. I thought I had done that earlier, but I'm feeling pretty good today, despite being under the weather still, man. This is just oh, it's frustrating. But this is I'm more and more convinced that this life is a dream. I'm more and more convinced. See, okay. And this goes back to where I started in the beginning of the live stream. I get it. I get it. Maybe Jack is crazy. Maybe I am insane. Maybe it's true. But it does feel good. It feels good to live, right? It feels good to feel good. And when you stop and think about it, if you have a choice between worry or don't worry, hello, one of them feels a lot better, feels a lot better not to worry. And once you realize how much energy how inefficient, right? Here, brothers and sisters, I know who I am and I know how to be, I know I know leadership. I know a good leader has many qualities that I possess and I focus on. Um, One of the things is conservation. Conservation of energy is an important part of leadership. Otherwise, you're going to waste your manpower, your resources on, you know, inefficiencies. So you want to be mindful and capture the most productivity, the least cost. That's what life is all about, man. You start doing wise things and how you take care of your energy and where you invest your energy and the way and the timing. You start maximizing your results, conserving your efforts. You see how amazing and perfect everything is. Praise God. Please, I hope all have hit the like. It is. I actually, by my choice and my own personal commitment, I do spend a lot of time in pleasure, massage, stretch. It's healthy. And I tell you what, I made this realization for myself a while ago, and it makes sense. There's so much connection between our mind and our spine. Okay, so really each day, I haven't talked about this in a while, but each day I get into my spine, manipulate the vertebrae, so I can feel the flexibility, and as your spine opens up, then you feel more limber, more loose, more likely to move. And if you can play and have fun in your life just by having more flexibility in your body, hello, it's win, 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 win because it feels good. It feels good to feel good. And that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure our God, the Father of creation, I'm pretty sure that love is what God had in mind for us when created these pleasure suits, right? That's what the human body is. It's a sensory organism for the purposes of detecting pleasure and pain. We get to feel and live our lives. Welcome, Nick.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm all right. How about you? You seem like you're in a good mood today.
Well, I'm persistent in that direction. I consciously choose to be in a good mood. Um, and so I'm grateful to have you here, and I'm curious to see where it goes because I hope we can have fun together rather than the way things have been.
Yeah, so what have you been up to? I heard you talking about some stuff yesterday that I thought was kind of interesting. It was kind of like I don't know if it was hinting on a holographic universe type of deal where everything's one and one is everything, like every little fraction of us has every bit of information as, every other person's made up of the same things.
I'm not sure where you were uh, picking up on, but yeah, I find it fascinating. There's truly so many different perspectives and ways to describe the experience that we have, but it all comes down to relevance. What does it matter? That's
I think
something I don't. Go ahead.
I always think it matters, like, to our souls or something. Like we're supposed to be learning something or something. I don't know.
Mhm. That's the key. But this is where, oh, sorry. When you're congested, my ears just popped. That's what I was just experiencing. Like with that change of an altitude,
Oh
change
yeah,
of
you gotta like
pressure.
yawn or chew some gum. That'll do it.
Oh, I've been feeling this congestion inside, and that's what I just got to experience, a pause of clarity. Ah, peace. Um,
When I was
oh,
sick, I actually sneezed, and I think I think it was when I sneezed, or if I like was laying flat and my boogers were too runny. But I think some of like my boogers went in my little ear canal, and then after that, every time I'd cough or sneeze, I could hear it like in my ear canal for a couple of weeks. It was gross. Being sick sucks though.
our bodies, I am truly amazed at our bodies. I used to take my body for so granted. I would take everything for granted. I did not appreciate life much at all. But these bodies, man, even when I don't feel well anymore, I'm still just amazed by how well I do feel, despite the unpleasantness, and the ability we have to taste flavors, to feel and to appreciate sounds, color, beauty. Life is truly an amazing gift.
It's easier to appreciate it when you got like ecstasy and psilocybin and stuff, acid. Because then you can actually feel and see those colors and stuff. I mean, it's really weird, but that it does something that opens up your mind to some stuff that's there that we just don't get to see.
Well, yes, and um, the idea for me is the mushrooms, the substances, they help open the mind, but it's still the mind. Our bodies and our minds generate all these chemicals as well. It's just a matter of tuning in our body into what's designed for us. And I tell you what, when mankind starts cooperating together, starts actually learning about how amazing these bodies are, how amazing Mother Earth really is, when we start working together, oh, it's going to be so amazing. I just don't know why everyone's been so resistant. Because I know what I'm saying. I know how, I know how simply it can be explained. I really thought more people would appreciate the ideas I was sharing.
I think people appreciate the ideas. It's just um there has to be a plan, a step-by-step plan given to these people so that they can not just appreciate it but make sense of it. If you can't do that, then
No,
it's just going to seem like hopeful wishing or dreaming.
no, but that's what's so funny is that's not required. But yes, people tell themselves that. People tell me that they can't picture it unless I spell everything out and give them all the details and show them, look, it's okay to look in this direction because other people did it. It's okay. But those are mental games that the simple have been conditioned to accept. It's why there's experts and authority, because no. What I'm suggesting, if people would just consider the thoughts for themselves and think the thoughts through. That's how I came to the conclusions I did. I just thought about the thoughts, thought about what I was thinking, and specifically ending wars. There's no reason there should be wars between nation states. There's no reason there should be wars, period. It's insanity that mankind has been conditioned into accepting. But
What about cops? Do you think we need cops?
until people learn how to behave themselves, we need authority, yeah. And Kim, before the storm, you can call it whatever you want. And, you can tell yourself whatever you story. What you're saying is, yes, it could be called a business plan. And yes, that's what typically most people do. But it doesn't change what I said. If you think the thoughts through, you don't actually need written plans. You don't need to know all the details in order to know that, okay, what are our options? The topic is ending wars. Do we need wars? Do we want wars? Or would the world be better without wars? I mean, when you go to the facts, the true costs of war and the generational damages, the way it works out, the costs, it's inefficient, it's unhealthy, it's illogical.
Like, as Americans, we're only in control of what happens in the United States, and that's just like if we're lucky.
Yeah.
So like, do you mean just wars with the United States involved? So like, or is it wars all over the world?
Well, the US is pretty well involved all around the world. There's no separating one nation from others, and America is you guys talk about illogically ending wars. What if you are a joke, Dr. D Head? You are a joke. I've been entertaining myself and allowing, right, brothers and sisters, there's a lots of people in the chat who love to, even online, they love to talk shit about Jack. Watch them. Yeah,
I wasn't even reading those comments, man.
well, yeah, you've been part of those talking shit about me too, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
I just
It's
wasn't reading
fine.
the comment section. I was focused on the conversation.
I appreciate it. The idea is war is evil. Evil has no place amongst the good. So are we good people or are we cowards? See, because I suggest that I don't want to be insulting, but it's quite clear that America is not the land of the free and the brave. It is home of the cowards and the obedient, the fearful, the selfish. Right? That's why Donald Trump is rising with his American supremacy. Him and he's serving he's serving the bidding of Netanyahu too. It's like he's rolling out so much shit for Israel. They didn't even expect his generosity.
What is
This
he doing for them? I keep hearing people saying that he's giving in to Netanyahu, but I don't understand what went down. Like, what happened?
he's saying some bizarre things. I mean, not just the Gulf of America and turning
Greenland.
whatever Greenland, yeah. And Canada into states. I mean,
Yeah, dude,
dude,
he's going pretty crazy in
he's
my opinion.
he's crazy sauce, man. He's living it. He's gonna do whatever he can get away with.
Yep.
But I don't even know what he's talking about, but he wants to turn Gaza into this resort property, right? The Riviera.
Oh,
That's what he's
really?
building.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Wow. This guy.
funded by American soldiers, right?
Shit, that's crazy.
It's
So
it's
we would send
insane.
our soldiers to die just to make a hotel for him.
It's absolute insanity. And hey, um Hold on. You can't have both. You can't have human authority and then say it's possible to end wars. Pisses me off. You don't see the war against us all daily. I see the wars. I want idiots brought to justice properly. Most importantly, I want good people to start leading. I want good men and women to start rising, because uncovering corruption is only one part of it. There's a lot of people caught up in this idea of wanting to punish others. And I understand. I do. We may have some disagreements. We may even take jabs at each other and stuff, but I know the things I'm saying. Yeah, I'm some schmuck from fucking Spokane, dude. I'm I'm talking a big game. I know who I am, but I also know the power of the truth. And I know that if it's not me, someone else can, but I want to be a part of being whoever it is that can. We can interrupt these sick political economic games that have been played out on the world stages. This is our lifetime, 2025. It's been given to us to co-create. And I tell you what, if I can find a way to get the attention of Donald Trump, some of the other men and women who are serving along with him, I believe we could understand each other. And peace is the purpose. What I want for sure, peace on earth, goodwill for men. It's our birthright. And if peace is our birthright, then those who deny us peace, who the hell is going to deny us peace?
And if you're like me, you probably just pray for peace when you're meditating.
It's eternally there. Banana, this is what I realized. Sorry to, I love it. I tried pointing this out earlier. In our intimate relationship with the holy, the more we realize that everything is eternally there. God's grace is there, the health is there, the wealth is there, the everything is always there. It's a matter of aligning ourselves with that which is. And so this is what I've been reminding myself more and more. I still don't know the future, where is God going to have Jack serve? Hey Chuck, you'll find disagreements about everything. Okay, so no shit. Anything I say, you're gonna find a disagreement in. Okay.
What did Chuck
So
say?
Chuck, Trump said Jack Talcott. Trump never said he wanted to send troops to Gaza. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he did, actually. I'm pretty sure I heard something like that recently.
Chuck is focused on prove Jack wrong. Anything he can hear to disagree with, that's what Chuck does. He's got like one loop. It's over and over. And that whistling tune of Old Spice, whatever that song is, came up in my head there.
Or whoever it was, like that black dude on the horse.
Yeah, whatever. We're all living these lives. I don't know what has actually, you know what? Praise God. Where the future leads us, we truly do not know. I never thought my life would bring me to this, right? Sitting in front of a sign about love, talking about live without fear, talking about God. I never thought this would be Jack's life. There's nothing that would cause me to believe that this is what I would want to be doing with my time.
It might be the thing you're supposed to be doing, though. I mean, if you're over here just saying kind things about God and stuff, then that is most likely the service God wants you to be doing.
Yeah, I thank you. I mean, I actually do feel confident in the life I'm living. Um, what truly blows my mind, though, is the number of people. The number of people who, out of the blue, they find themselves just so set. They have to make Jack look wrong. That's the only thing he can focus on. And it's dumbfounding to me.
I mean, it's just something people on YouTube do, I guess.
Have you seen it elsewhere?
What do you mean, like in real life? No, just on YouTube, where people go around talking. Well, I guess maybe politicians do it too, where they run these smear commercials and try to, do this show where they talk shit about each other. Besides that, it's just YouTube and politicians.
Well, I find it interesting because people are people, right? Online or off, they're just different scenarios, different circumstances, but people are people. And I've been paying attention to human behavior. There's some good-hearted people that are clearly not in a conscious state of mind. They're living in denial with delusions. And it's fascinating.
Well, that's normal though. I mean, um, like to be in the Earth's illusions and to, you know, worry about money and things like that, and just be distracted. And then, you get shot and your life's slipping away and you're like, holy shit, none of that stuff I was worried about fucking mattered. This matters. This matters right now. Life actually matters. Um, yeah. Uh, you just gotta get shot, I guess, somebody. So then they'll start taking their life more seriously or something.
Yeah, there's a wake-up call, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. And it seems to be there's trying to think of who it is. Joseph Campbell, the guy who pointed out, observed the idea of the hero's journey. All of us are on these hero's journey, and there are patterns and similarities, while the details and the dragons may be unique and different. There's underlying themes and concepts. It's like just a natural pattern of development of the story. And a human being is just a story that is becoming unfolded, being brought forth.
Have you looked into those gateway tapes yet?
I've looked into the gateway idea a while ago. Yeah.
But on YouTube there is like 50 videos and they start like they literally have the sound, they have the person talking you through how to do everything like step by step. And I've been through like 3 of the thingies so far and it's pretty trippy. I mean, if you're a creative kind of person, it will definitely make you visualize a lot of like images in your mind and just stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. Plus, it's very relaxing. Very relaxing. Oh.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. What are you hoping to achieve? Just the experience? Or do you have an idea of what you hope?
Well, I'm hoping to just get into like alignment with my actual ambitions, which, they aren't to work, a 9 to 5 all the time. It's to create animations and, just kind of maybe make not just cartoons, but video games soon is my thing, to create these characters. And once I learn how to animate, I can start learning how to create video games and move into that like as my life. And I don't know, it was weird because when I did the things, I kind of started realizing that like I was like, I'm off track to do the things I want to do, and I need to start doing them. So I've been, working on them more and more. I don't know. I feel like it helps you focus, and if you focus, then you get back aligned with your goals and how to do them. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping to achieve is my creative goals.
That's good. Yeah, this wait, I, what I think you're describing is what I am hoping to encourage and to help share. Because our purpose, our passion, everything comes from within. And if we don't know how to find that stuff, well, we just go through the motions. I actually understand quite a bit. Particularly when it comes to the mind, emotions, becoming of service. Admittedly, Chuck is, I'm wondering why do I even tolerate him here anymore?
Oh, is he here?
In the chat.
Oh, okay. But what do you say?
Well, it's a greater question, right? We all of us through our lives will encounter people who I guess they don't get us. They don't seem to find any respect or value. So how long do you entertain people like that?
Until you don't want to?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty reasonable and honest. You're right.
Yeah, you're the one in control of it. So when you don't want to talk to people, you just cut them off.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I've seen it's just unfortunate. But Jack, let him explain. Not driving so curious as I. Yeah. Well, it's not just Chuck. Chuck is an example. Chuck is an example for many patterns of people. Um, it's an interesting life I'm experiencing. Everybody with a suit and tie, just one of the boys. I could fit along. I could. I know I can fit in. I can get along, not fit in. I know I can adjust and be welcomed, with the generals, with Donald Trump regarding bringing peace Who knows what God's going to have us doing?
I mean, like, that's a pretty far off goal, though, because, like, you know that, right? Like, it's just a far off goal. I'm not saying, oh, you can't do it. Obviously, anything is possible. It's just, that's a hard ass goal to accomplish within 3 years. Somehow.
Why? Why? I actually don't think it's hard at all.
Well, let me ask you this. If you were president of the United States, would you let a random person you've never met come take over and like start telling you what to do?
That's a stupid question. Of course not.
Well, then why
But
do
if,
you think Trump will let
well,
you do that?
why do you want to present it like that? See,
That's
you've already written me off as though I've got nothing to offer and I'm just, maybe that's you, but you're clearly not understanding the why. Why me? Why I am even entertaining these ideas? And the fact that you haven't tried to understand the why, well, that reflects pretty poorly on you, dude.
well, I mean, I get your why. I understand why you want to do it. My why was more about like why would Trump or Elon let
Right,
you do it
right.
was the
Again,
why.
again, you're not actually playing out the why. See, this is what I mean. Ham Banana, you've spent a lot of time here in my experience. The past is going to be what it is going to be. It's only up to you when you decide to change. And when you decide to change, you can see what's going on here. Dude, I'm talking about ending wars. Okay? Now think that thought through. That means saving lives. Okay, so the purpose of this conversation that we want to try and understand together, the purpose of this conversation with Donald Trump is to save human lives. And if human lives are actually being considered as worthy, and if we're really serious about trying to save human lives, innocent lives, don't you think, well,
I
I
wonder
know,
if Elon and Trump would actually care about human lives, though, because they're kind of, a little crazy. Hey, Chuck's here.
What's up, Banana? Jack?
Hi. Kick his
I
ass,
wasn't.
Jack. Kick his ass.
I'm not here to kick his ass.
No, Jack's gonna kick your ass. Kick his ass, Jack.
Oh, well, that's possible. For he is in control.
Chuck,
Yes,
why did you click this link?
because Samsonite asked, or Sammy, whatever the name is, since they are driving.
And what was it you intend to bring? Since Sammy encouraged you to join.
I think he wanted me to explain my position, but I don't want to overstep the bounds.
And Jack, I would love to help you get in contact with Elon and Trump. Don't get it twisted. If I can help this happen somehow, I will help it for my own reasons. But I mean, I'll help you.
I appreciate it. It really comes down to, if we think it's worth it, we will. If we don't think it's worth it, we won't even try. And that's what Chuck has wanted me to believe. So
Which is what?
What remarks are you here to explain, Chuck?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Unless it's read the remark I left, the big one. That might be the one. Can you find it? No, not that one. That was referring to chat. It's the big one. There you go. Being involved in your church, your community, your parish, caring for others, caring for sick, the hungry, the thirsty, the naked, and the imprisoned. That brings it back down to the local caring. If you can't care for your locals, why dream about caring for the mass? If you can't help the locals, how can you help the mass? That is the comment.
Do you feel you explained it now?
Well, any questions? Other than you want to get agitated because it's true?
So what now?
That's what I'm wondering. What now?
You're welcome to leave, Chuck.
I remember when you asked for information and help, and I
Hey,
tried
Chuck.
to supply you with information,
Hey,
and you
Chuck.
got mad at me. Yes.
Right. I've been patient here again today, sitting here and listening to you go on and on. Please leave my life. And Sammy Sonite, you're kind of clueless, dude. I don't know what's going on between you and our poll. I don't know what you're thinking about bringing Chuck up here, because seriously, this is what it sure seems. People want to trigger, who want to encourage people who offer me no respect whatsoever. It's bizarre, dude. It really is. Hey, Chuck, you're no expert on me. Chuck, you don't know anything about me. And the thing is you haven't cared to try.
So, what'd you do today when you woke up? You were like in a good mood.
I actually was. Well, truly, you can use my words against me and twist everything I say and make Jack look stupid. That's what Chuck and these other idiots like to do. But yeah, my faith in God, it's allowed me to have it's allowed me to have some joy and some hope in my life. Because despite, apparently Chuck doesn't want me to have a joyful life. He wants to make sure that everything Jack says is wrong, and this blows my mind. Why? Why do people like doing that? Stephen, Tommy, Snafu, Chuck, Paul, all these people.
Dude, Steven was talking some mad shit about you the other day.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's literally he's one of the most obvious examples. He comes here, he presents here, right, as though Jack's some sort of idiot and doesn't see anything that he's doing. I tolerate his foolishness, but it doesn't change what he's been doing. It doesn't change what people have chosen to say about me. And it's fascinating.
Do my cartoons offend you? The little Jack Talcott? Or no, hopefully not.
I try not to give the real insulting things much attention, because I know my time, my self-worth, my dignity is worth more than, you know, people's juvenile opinions.
So, did you find it insulting or no? But it wasn't meant. Well, I guess like all the pictures I make about people are a little insulting. That's kind of my thing. Or did you not see it?
I don't know if I saw it.
I'll show you. It's a little Jack Talcott. I don't know if I have it saved here. See if I can pull it up on my computer. Yeah, it's just part of my animation. So I mean, there's a little Jack Talcott character now. See, I get rid of these thingies.
When someone asks you to do something, what do you typically? You typically try to what?
It depends if the person has authority over me or not.
That's an interesting observation.
Just take these things off this one.
Well, I was trying to figure out why Chuck would return.
Oh, is he back?
He was. And then he complained and he left.
What did he complain? What did he say?
Toned out as usual, I think is what it says in the private chat.
I don't think that makes sense, does it? Right. Timed out or something, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Here's a beach. Try to make it show that part. Boop. All right. And then, boom. There it is. Little Jack.
It's interesting. End all wars.
Yeah, see? Yeah, the little sign that says end all wars.
Well, I don't have an issue with that.
Well, he might be the Antichrist. You never know. I'm just kidding. Elon Musk is the Antichrist, obviously.
Yeah, that was something else Chuck wanted to insist for quite a while, that allegedly, according to Chuck, I'm the Antichrist.
Oh, really? I mean, no, I'd say you're pro-Christ. You're just struggling to live the way like the rest of us do. it's very hard to live in a Christ-like manner. I mean, if the goal's there, you know. Elon Musk is the greatest African Americans ever. Facts. Those are facts. He was born in Africa.
He's another confused one, though. See, and I'm telling you, from the spiritual aspect, God is revealing these people. God, and when people reveal themselves, you got to trust what they show them. You got to trust what people show for themselves.
Do you think our country is like controlled by the devil and the because I kind of do. And do you think also that the Catholic Pope might be the devil or something? Because I'm thinking that guy's up to no good over there. A lot of the symbols and things they use, same stuff the devil used to have in pictures.
Well, they did aid and abet the enemy, so.
Did they now? How did they do that?
The Germans? Oh, yeah.
What?
Back in World War II?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I'll do a little history search. But yeah, they used to help them escape from Germany.
All right, I'll check it out.
In fact, when they tore down a wall somewhere there at the Vatican, they found a wall with the symbolism on it. Yeah. Fascinating, though, hey, banana, if you dig into it.
Oh, I will.
So, Chuck, help
Yes,
me
sir.
to understand why you are here with me.
Because I love you as a human being.
Not my problem. I've been pretty clear that I don't appreciate you or what you've been offering to my experience.
Well, you show the signs of a man. You show the signs.
Give a shit about what I care about?
You show the signs of a man that's afraid.
Chuck, you're a liar.
So are you.
Chuck.
Go ahead and kick me. Show me what a man you really are.
Chuck, why don't you try changing?
Why don't you try changing?
Fuck you. Fuck you. How stupid are you? Chuck, you are not welcome here. Okay, Chuck? Hello, Chuck. I don't want you around me. Okay, Chuck?
You say unwelcomed, I say you let him up 3 times. He's more welcome than anybody, apparently. It's a joke, but Jack, seriously, you're doing that to yourself. Quit laying him up. Just block him, and he won't be in your life. You're in control of that, Jack.
You're right. And Mike, I see in the back. I think I'm going to start wrapping it up today. Once the juveniles start, oh, see, we get a reaction. It's all Jack. Gotta blame Jack for bringing him around. You're right. I accept responsibility. I do accept responsibility. Why you guys don't seem to care? Why tell you what, if someone actually cares about me, if someone actually cares about Chuck, someone try talking to Chuck. He doesn't have to be so disrespectful towards me. He doesn't have to go around trying to defame me and talk shit about me. Chuck, why? You're an idiot. What? Just yes. And we're going to do that too. Praise God. You know, Rusty, it is the truth. I invite people and I allow, and my hope is that people will start to change and start to hey Provo, you're not actually accurate. I am a little frustrated at myself, and it's it's obvious he isn't in control of his emotions. Wrong. That's inaccurate, dude. And Provo, we'll get along better too when you stop lying. That's the key. We've had differences because you don't respect the truth as much as you claim to. And that's okay. It's the ways of the world, and the world is growing together. Today, the topic is, what do you want? The idea is Friday chats with Jack. I feel like I got across what I hoped. The in the background is the idea that greater things can happen. Greater things can happen in this world when we choose to believe, when we choose to align, when we choose to care and align and trust and do what is right. Brothers and sisters, that's the way of God. That's the way of Christ. The way of Christ is to love one another, to actually respect and encourage and promote one another, to build a world where people aren't fighting for wars, for supremacy, fighting for survival. I'm going to wrap it up here. Sincerely, brothers and sisters, to all of you, thank you again. Until next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace.